Hello, surprise! I'm making another video. This is now a tutorial on how I make pasta. Step one: get your pot. This is my pot. It is a tiny bit ruined at the bottom, unfortunately, because some issues from before. So I don't mind showing my face because I took a shower today, so don't worry about that. Alright, don't mind my sink. So number one, the first step, water in the pot. Very easy step. I'm telling you, all the recipes that I do are really, really easy. And there's no, like, anything complicated to go into them. Alright, so we have... Alright, so there's the water, and then I'm going to pour salt in there. It's an okay amount. I mean, like, nothing too crazy. Put the burner on medium. I don't really cook anything on high unless I really need to. And then I mix that around. It makes me feel good, okay? So that's that, and then the ingredients we need, I will get them out. Are going to be pasta. I am going to be using, I believe, this pasta here. It's probably just protein pasta, the yellow box that you're familiar with. I got pasta there. I got like a bunch of different kinds. Wait. Yeah, so this is probably, I don't know which kind of this is, but it's one of them. And this is about the amount that I'm using. I think that might be like a cup or something. I don't know what the quantity of this container is. Other ingredients I need for my pasta specifically are going to be marinara sauce. This is the brand that I use. It's very good quality. I think I don't make my own sauce because I've never learned how. Not yet. That's a skill that I need to learn. And then I use Kewpie mayo because I'm an addict. And then finally I will be using Parmesan cheese. I'll be grating that myself. You can use pre-grated. Highly recommend it sometimes. Now I'm going to grate the cheese into the bowl. This is the same technique that I used when making mac and cheese. If you don't store your cheese properly, it's going to harden up. That's what happened with this cheese here. But it's not too much of an issue. I mean, you're going to shred it anyway, and it's going into a sauce anyway, so like I said, no issue really. But yeah, I mean, you can hear it. It's not properly stored. My bad. But also, not too much of an issue. It's honestly not that bad. I just got to put a bit more arm work into it. But yeah, this video, I was like, not sure if I should do or not, but then I was like, you know what, I'm hungry, and I haven't yet to eat today, so that's not good. Yeah, I'm putting some arm work into this, because it's the harder, I mean, it's pretty hard, you know? Ooh. Who said that? But I mean, like, you just kind of gotta put your arm into it, and like I said, honestly, if you want lower effort, then get pre-shredded or pre-grated cheese. I just like to do it myself because, one, like I said before, it was like, what is it? I don't want no caking agent, decaking agents in my cheeses. I just want straight cheese. But also, it gives me something to do, you know? But yeah. But yeah, I have yet to eat food today. Also, I do realize that the cheese is getting over here. I will clean that up after I'm done cooking. This is kind of bound to happen. I have yet to figure out a method to grate cheese without, having this happen. Alright, anyway, it's starting to get easier. Now that, yeah, you can see how much easier it is now. I'm putting a lot less effort into it. I'm not straining myself. Pretty dang easy. But yeah, at the moment we're just waiting for the water to start boiling. that should be sufficient amount of cheese. I will probably add more later on top, but this is kind of just to put in while it's cooking. But yeah, honestly, really simple set of ingredients. It's the cheese in here. I use mayo. You don't have to. Here's the sauce. I don't make my own because I haven't learned that skill yet. And then the pasta. So yeah. I will now return when it is done boiling. Okay, so water is boiling. So now, easy step. Cool. That's it. That's it. Now we wait for water to boil, and basically you'll be basing the time off texture, so not a specific amount of time, like always. Basically, just a taste test to feel what's good in your mouth. Thumbs up. Okay, so I just tasted it, and it tastes good. The texture feels good, so I'm gonna take it off the heat. Don't need any more heat anymore, and I'm gonna not use a strainer this time. Quite literally, that's kind of fun. Just pour that out. Pasta water. So what I'm gonna do is take my cooking utensil, in this case chopsticks, put them in there, and then pour it out like that, carefully, so that none of the pasta is wasted. You do still want to leave some of the pasta water in there to be used as part of the sauce base, because it's kind of good that way. So you take that. So here is the next step I do. I take olive oil, and I take olive oil, and I use garlic powder. At this point, I also usually put spinach, but I don't have spinach, so I put in the olive oil to add that, and then I don't use amounts, if you couldn't tell. I don't really like using amounts. I just like eyeball it. Is anything coming out? Yes, it is. There is. So just garlic powder it up. Not too much, so it doesn't overpower. But at that point, I just mix it up a little bit, and so that at least the powder, you can't see it no more. And then, wow, I did it one-handed. That's great. In goes sauce. Not too much, just enough to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of flavor. Especially since we're not only using the marinara. And then, since I like quite a bit. Sometimes I put in more, sometimes I put in less. But you know, the mayo itself I like the flavor that it adds to the sauce. But at this point, it's just mixing it. Doing this all one-handed, very difficult, I have found. I got a little on the side. But, yep, very, very easy mix. This takes less time than the mac and cheese. And then this is when I add that in. I don't want to mix it up too much now that the cheese is in. Just like a little bit. I still want to see it a little bit, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then, very simply, plate. Yeah, and there we go. That is how I make my pasta. Very easy. You can add protein, you could add veggies, you can add anything you want, but that's the base recipe. Yeah.